what we found out. The harder we worked, the less time we actually had to do the things that we really wanted to do. Certainly, we had the money, which is fantastic, but we just didn't have the time. And at that time, I had a 12-year-old, and if we ever got the opportunity to take vacations, my wife and my daughter would sit at the side of the lines down in Disney World, and I would be on the phone solving problems, trying to take care of things, doing HR or whatnot. Well, here's what happened, guys. Quite frankly, I started to do the things which I never thought I would be doing. Matter of fact, I was the HR director, I was a counselor for our employees, payroll director, marketing guy, doing all those things, but not doing the things which I truly loved. Basically, instead of me owning the business owned me. And at that time, when our cool factor with our daughter was going far, far away, I realized suddenly that what we were doing was not necessarily working. I'll just paint this picture for you guys. Some of you may relate to this, and some of you may not. But as time went on, the companies that we represented and we worked super hard with, every year they started to raise that bar higher and higher and higher for us to be able to continue to make that same amount of income that we had worked so hard to do. And every year they would keep on saying, you got to keep doing this and doing this, but then they continued to cost shift services down there. So can any of you relate to this? Whether you own your own business or whether you're employed by somebody, that nowadays you're probably doing more than you were doing 3 or 4 years ago at maybe less money, especially if you consider inflation. That was what we were faced with. My wife and I desperately were looking for different ways to diversify ourselves, and we were open to looking at something. But quite frankly, we wanted to make sure that we took our time. We didn't want to saddle up with anything. We didn't want to deal with a startup. That was not important to us at all. The last thing we wanted to do was cook the golden goose. But we certainly wanted to make sure that we could do something in the cracks of our day and build this up. And this is when ACN came into our lives. Quite frankly, never heard of the company before, but as we're going to show you, you'll find that it's something much different than what most people think. Here's what I found. Most people who will hear this will either, A, since you're on with us right now, are going to say, I'm here to find out about a different opportunity, a different way, a possible direction shift for me. Other people are on here because they're hoping for that. And other people will say, you know what, I don't even know why I'm on here. Let me just say this is not a timeshare presentation, so you can keep your wallet in your pocket. But I hope that you'll capture a vision for what we're looking at. ACN is a huge corporation. They're worldwide. They're in the Inc. 500. They're last year, 2018, they were listed as the Private Titans. They've got an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. In my book, in my industry, that's incredible, especially nowadays with social media. It's too easy for everyone to air their dirty laundry on where. But for this, it said something to me which says, number one, they're doing something right. Customers are happy, and the reps are happy also. And that's pretty important. Now, to capture a vision for what we're looking at, we're competing in $1 trillion industry, and it just so happens to be that we're the big gorilla in the room. We're the largest and fastest and the most sought after by all industries around the globe. I want you to imagine this, earning money like a big business, participating though on an individual basis, that's a big difference. Getting paid on the bills that people pay every single month, not necessarily something that they want to pay, but something that they have to pay. It's necessary. Being in a recession proof type industry, which no matter what happens, will be around. It's $1 billion companies. ACN makes that happen, has been doing that since 1993. That's when we started. Nowadays, we're in 26 different countries on 5 different continents. And I can say this, being a business owner, being in just one state, I know how difficult it is to be in multiple cities. But if you can think about it, being in multiple states, being able to navigate the different challenges with that, and then kind of multiply that with being in different countries. It's an amazing feat, and to be continually growing and successful at it. We've done over $4 billion revenue the last 5 years. We've acquired millions and millions of customers. Here's the industries that we're in. Now, of course, keep in mind what I've found especially since 2008, when we had that big recession, the big drop in the stock market, was that many companies dropped out of here because they weren't diversified. What I found, which is super important to me, was to be in industries which were recession proof. That no matter what, people are going to need to have these things. So I heard this, that if you were to be successful, you needed to have 4 to 7 different streams of revenue, which didn't rely on each other. So if you look at this, these are the industries that we're in: wireless, energy, high-speed internet, home phone, security and automation, television, payment processing, and identity theft protection. Let me just kind of talk about this just for a brief moment. For wireless industries, we have companies that we've partnered up with, which are you've probably been familiar with. Companies such as Sprint and Verizon. These aren't small companies, they're huge. This means we're doing something right. For them to want to partner with us and to not be fearful of losing their reputation says an awful lot for us. Energy, with the deregulated energy, this has become a huge opportunity for many individuals. Being able to participate like these big energy companies is absolutely phenomenal. High-speed internet, with the introduction of companies such as Frontier, Spectrum, AT&T, we have access to different markets all over the country. We've recently, of course, just partnered up with Spectrum, and that has just blown things up. Home phone security and automation. We partnered with a company called Vivint. They've been ranked #1 by JD Power Associates for the last 4 years in a row. This is like the Jetson type thing. You can actually operate everything in your house from a smartphone. You can take a look at your cameras, you can open the doors, you can let the FedEx guy in, you can kind of watch him to make sure he doesn't take off with your candy or whatnot, and you can close and lock the doors. It's an awesome, phenomenal opportunity. And what we're seeing is that by the end of this few years, more and more people will have this in their house because it's becoming a necessity. Television, we're partnered with again Spectrum, Dish, and DirecTV. Payment processing, getting an opportunity to get paid on every time somebody swipes a credit card. If you can just think about that, if you think in your own household, how often do you use your credit card? I know in my household, we rarely use cash nowadays, but rather we use our credit cards. Well, because I like my points and I like my cash back as much as possible. But here's a quick statistic for you. 10,000 swipes are taking place every minute around the globe. Would you like to get a piece of that action? And the most recent thing that we've partnered up with is identity theft protection. This, in my opinion, is the golden glove. If you can think about it, what just happened today with Facebook? A huge hacking operation, and this isn't the first time it's happened. As a matter of fact, they've been exposed a number of times. And here's what the companies that we represent do: they operate in areas that many of the other identity theft companies don't. We take a look at taking care of social media. We take a look at medical records. We take a look at taking care of your children as far as making sure that they're safe, making sure that bullying doesn't take place on their social media, and of course, all the other things. So having an opportunity to participate and offer these types of services to so many people, that's what got me excited, because they were all very different from one another. And if one took a hit, I didn't have to worry about it. But here's what I can say. Are you ever really going to go without a cell phone? Nowadays, we use our cell phone for everything. Are you ever going to go without your high-speed internet? All these services are reliant on people, and people need these things. But here's what I found, which is really cool. Our value add for customers is this. You can either, again, be a customer, or you can be a business partner with us. But the value add for our customers is that they can get free cell phone service. Back in the days at MCI, we're going way back for some of the younger people on the webinar tonight. But back in the days, they used to have a refer a friend program, and refer is what we call the friends and family. For this particular program, if they want to come on our service and get their service for Verizon or Sprint, they can just refer 5 other friends over, and they can get their service free. Of course, they just have to pay their tax on it, which is not that much at all. It's phenomenal. We haven't paid a cell phone bill in about a year and a half now. It's absolutely fantastic. You can also, as a business partner, take advantage of our program where you can do what we call Power Your Wallet or Your Home promotion. In these states where they have a deregulation of energy, you can earn the average of the 10 largest bills that you get and get that in the form of a Visa Black Card. And it's fantastic. You can just make sure that you get that before your wife does, because then you'll notice that her shoe categories will start to grow. So, but doing all this was super important. This part was near and dear to my heart. The company is very generous, and they want to make sure that they're doing the right thing in all the communities that they're a part of. We have what we call our Project Feeding Kids. This is where we're providing essential services to help feed children in need. In our local community, 55% of the kids are on reduced or free lunches. And what we found is that by every time somebody pays their own bill, another child will get fed in the communities where that invoice is actually generated. So I had the privilege to introduce our next speaker, who started our organization and has helped blow this thing up all around. She's one of the top earners in all of direct sales and network marketing around the globe. She's a discrimination attorney by trade, and I have the honor again just to introduce Miss Leanne Gabriel. Miss Leanne Gabriel.
There we go. Thank you so much, JJ. I certainly appreciate it. Thanks for doing an incredible job of just painting a picture of where our company is. And it is wild. The company's been booming for so many years, and seeing people like you and your wife, Christy, who have so much success prior to ACN, just bring your talent to the table and the leadership that you've been able to not only personally develop, but what you've instilled in others is awesome. So thank you so much. And it is exciting. I will tell you, I'm very upset for all the people who are breached today at Facebook, but we're really passionate and excited that we can make a difference, that we have something to offer to help people protect themselves. And all of these services we have and all the value added and the charity work makes it one heck of an opportunity. So I'm going to walk you through how it is that you can make money by participating with our company. And I started many years ago as a lawyer. I was busy and I made great money, but I didn't make anything residually. The way we make money is completely different from what I made in my traditional career. So I'm going to show you how to make royalties or residual income. And the beauty of it is that you can start off part-time. We are not wanting you in any way to shake up your world or abandon your current career. Keep the security of everything you're doing and wait and see what you can build with ACN. So I'm going to just start off by telling you the first step. If you decide that you would like to be more than a customer with us and you would like to be entrepreneurial, you can have your own site and license with ACN. It costs $499 for them to build you a global website. That site will include all future expansion and all services. So for example, a week or so ago, we were prepping for identity protection, and now we're obviously in that. We'll be adding our 27th country of Peru this year, and all that participation is open for you as well. Everything we do, the company will build a website, add the services, translate it globally, run your site so you have no hosting fees whatsoever, and they will do all the tracking, reporting, and everything you need to keep your site going, which is great because I don't have many tech skills. Now, what's wild about it is the way we generate income. The first way that you generate income when you own a website, is when you take people to your website and they become a customer. So, today I had a lot of people wanting to get this identity protection, obviously with everything that's going on. Take them to the website or just send them a link through your phone. They go on there, they fill it out, good to go. You can help somebody to get a home security system or many of the other technologies that you mentioned. And all you need to do is take the person to your website. But what we do initially is we pay the first income stream, which is bonus money. As you sign up customers, you can earn immediate bonus money. The more customers you're getting, the more bonus money is available. And what's fantastic is we pay these bonuses out weekly. So you can be acquiring customers and go ahead and make bonus money. You can sign yourself up for your own services and get paid on your own bills and get paid for signing them up. But the next income stream is 100% why I opened a business with ACN. We make what's called residual income or royalties. They're the same thing. I never made that as a lawyer. I made money when I went to work. I would see a client, I would make money. If I didn't work or see a client, I didn't make money. It doesn't matter if you're a school teacher, a brain surgeon, if you're a plumber, if you are in any capacity at all, we're all taught to trade time and money. So the more income you produce, that's exciting, but you're giving up your free time and you're giving up a lot of the control over your schedule, even if you own a business. On the flip side, if you say, I want to have more free time, I'm working way too much, then your income is going to decrease. But here we make royalties or residual income. And the best example I can give you is it's just like what you see in Hollywood. You may, I don't know what kind of music you like, but maybe you like Michael Jackson or you like rock and roll or whatever the case may be. But all of those artists that have had a lot of success, their music is continually aired. And even though they're not in the studio at that moment, Michael Jackson's not even alive, they're getting paid. There's royalties being paid every time their music is aired. If you're more of a TV person, if you flip on the television late at night, you can watch reruns of Seinfeld, Friends, there's all that stuff on. They haven't filmed an episode in years. And every single day, royalties are paid for something they did once. That's how you can make money in ACN. I love this idea. Just I didn't have the talent to make it in Hollywood or singing or any of that other stuff, but here we can all do it. When you help someone become a customer, whether it's residential or commercial, every time the customer pays their bill, you get paid a percentage of that bill month after month after month after month after month for a one-time transaction. You talk to them once, take 10 minutes to get them started on the service, and then you're out. They are dealing with these other companies to do all the billing, tracking, customer service. Everything is all handled. You're not involved in it, but you get a residual income on their bills. And there's no limitation on how big you can make this. You make up to 10% on your customers. You can make them gigantic accounts, little baby accounts, lots of accounts. They can be where you live. They can be across the country. You may have a friend in Canada or Australia, wherever you know people that we are operating. The sky is the limit. Now, some people just go on and they get excited and they start helping people, especially with stuff like this identity protection, and they're getting a residual income or royalty check every single month. But then some people think a little bit bigger. Look, there are always families that are looking for a way to bring in extra income. And again, whether it is to enhance their retirement fund, pay for a kid's college fund, knock out some debt. Everyone has their own reasons why they do this, but you will know people who will be interested, and they will want to open a business and be their own customer instead of being your customer. And what happens is that person that you talk to can open up a site and make up to 10% and make bonuses and do all the things we just talked about, but you will make an overriding residual income on all of the customers that your friend brings to the table. Now, normally people get pretty excited about what we do, but in light of what's been happening in all of the breaching and hacking that's going on, there are so many people who understand, I'm going to say this very carefully, the brilliant timing of getting into identity protection right now. I mean, to me, when the Marriott was breached, I thought that was amazing. Target was breached, but when Equifax was breached, I thought, oh my gosh, Equifax can't even contain our stuff. We need to have protection. And now, as Mr. McCarthy just told you, 500 million people were exposed through Facebook. 500 million, just like that. Don't you realize that this is timing? Because the same way we protect our homes and our cars and everything else, everyone is going to end up having identity protection. You can get on the ground floor of it. And I'm saying all this to you because that's why while you're going up to 10% on your own customers, certainly you will know people who are going to want to participate. And you can build an organization that will pay you on customers all around the world that you'll never even need or never service. It is amazing. So whether you're looking for supplemental income or you're looking for a very large income, all of that is possible through ACN. Now, the other thing I'll share with you is that some of you may enjoy helping other people. That's one of the things I love to do. I love empowering people, helping people, teaching people. ACN has blessed me very, very much, and I really love this company. I want everyone to be successful. Well, as you create your success story in ACN, once you have a little documentation there, what will happen is as new people join your team, and you teach a new person how to get their first customers when they first open up their business, you will earn a bonus. The company will pay you bonus money for helping your brand new business partners succeed. And as you can see on the screen, those bonuses start off and accelerate. It's funny, when you open your website and you just sign up your own first couple services, you'll earn a $100 bonus right away. And that just might be you. I helped someone today get started. He signed up his utility bill. He signed up his home security service. He became an ID Seal customer, and he earned $100 and $150 total. So he earned $250 for talking to himself, and he's got a residual income. You can see where this is powerful. And when you get into the higher positions in our company, they will increase your residual income through infinity globally. It is amazing. And being with this company long term, I can share with you, it's such a blessing to have something coming in every single month. Whether it's just matching your, bills or your mortgage or your rent, what would it be like if you knew like clockwork, whether you worked or not, something showed up? It's really powerful. And it all comes down to the training and support that we are very, very fortunate to be able to offer. I've never been in sales. I've never been in marketing. I've never had a home-based business. And anyone who spends 5 minutes with me is very clear I lack technical skills completely. But this is simple. We will teach you two primary things that will make your success. Number one, what we're going to teach you is how to get a customer. You just need to know what to say. You can't get techie or salesy with people. We'll give you an exact script that you can use so you have a framework of how to bring this up and have it occur in a way that's natural and comfortable for everyone. The second thing is that we're going to teach you how to build a team. And if you think about it, somebody invited you onto this webinar today, and here we are on this webinar on a lovely Thursday evening, and whoever invited you on is not doing a presentation. Mr. McCarthy and I are doing the presentation. So you can lean on us. We will explain ACN on your behalf. We will help you, and you get all the credit. We have local trainings in most parts of the country. We run online webinar trainings, and we even have global international conferences. So you can set the training to match your goals. There's no certain amount of time you need to put in. There's no rules about what you're supposed to do and the pace you do this. So if you want to come in and just take your time and do something casually, fabulous. If you want to go crazy, go crazy. I ended up replacing my income as a lawyer. I replaced my husband's income as well. And we have been blessed to not have to clock in and answer to anybody. So being able to build our life around our family is the greatest thing. I'll share with you yesterday here, I live in Maryland. It was a beautiful day. And here was what made me so happy, that I could go pick up my 81-year-old father-in-law, get him, bring him to my son's track meet, and my husband and I and his grandfather were all able in the middle of the day, because of this company, to sit and watch our son run track, to be together as a family, to share moments together, to travel together. What are the things that you would love to do, but work gets in the way? Now, I'm not saying everybody becomes a millionaire and everybody replaces their income, but I am saying that anybody can. I'm an attorney. One of my dearest friends in ACN, who's also a senior vice president, is a former waiter at Chili's. Not a business person, not a sophisticated experience with the business world, just followed the training. The training is incredible, and the mentorship is just off the charts. So what is your next step? If you are excited about what you heard, what you can do is get yourself on board with our company. You can go ahead and get yourself registered and get your site being built tonight. You can download our Compass app. There's training, as I mentioned, locally in most parts of the country. We also do provide online training. And take advantage of the amazing bonus promotion we have. I'll just take a second here for fun and hold this up. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. This is our training promotion for the month of April. Anyone who opens their business in April can receive crazy bonuses, up to $1,500 for acquiring energy customers, up to $1,500 for helping people with their credit card processing bills. Get every single home security customer, you get a $150 bonus. Every time you get 3 wireless customers, you get a $200 bonus. And this is all in addition to the residual income and the normal way we're compensated. It is an amazing month to open a business with ACN. And then you can, of course, invite some people to see a presentation and invite some people to be customers. So we're going to show you a video in just a minute. But before I do that, here is what I would request. If you are excited about the business, I remember seeing this and thinking it was brilliant. Why not help people with things they already need and use anyway and make a residual income? If you're excited about that, you're excited about the timing of the identity fraud protection, go ahead when the video is over and get back to the person who invited you onto our webinar tonight, and they'll tell you what the very next steps are. If for some reason that you think this is great, but the timing isn't right for you, please go ahead and become a customer. Try out one of the services. You'll be able to go ahead and experience the ease of becoming a customer. You'll experience the value. And of course, at the same time, it will make a donation to Project Feeding Kids, and you'll support your friend who invited you on. I will tell you 100,000% this one perspective. If you do not have identity fraud protection with us, please get it. And I'm going to share with you as a lawyer what I can tell you 100%. The law has not caught up with technology. Now, if your credit card is compromised, it's possible your credit card company will be nice and will be handling all of that. If somebody steals your social security number or your children's social security number, yes, your kids, they can go ahead and open up loans, buy cars, open utility bills. They can do all kinds of crazy stuff with your social security number, and it is your fault as the victim and your problem as the victim, and the law will not step in and help you. You need to take off work, you need to hire a lawyer, and you need to fix this. People are stealing social security numbers and filing false tax filings so that they can get a refund from the government, defrauding the IRS in people's names. And now, of course, the medical industry is the latest one. Stealing information from doctor's office is way too easy. They're super simple to hack into. And now people are getting their social security number, birthday, address, phone number, and medical insurance, and just making a train wreck. So at this moment in time, if any of these things are compromised, your passport, any of it, unfortunately, we, the victims, have to foot the bill and sit there and fight for months. Why not have, for less than $1 a day, why not go ahead and set yourself up with something that will protect you for up to $1 million of headaches, and there's no deductible. You can even have your children protected. Look, you'll never regret having something like that. You can only regret not having it. And I say all that to you because if for some reason you're not going to open a business and you don't want to make residual income, please protect your family in this crazy days of hacking and get that service. You don't have to pay $499. You'll just pick a plan. They'll get you set up. It'll be good to go. But for all of you who understand what I'm talking about, there are very few moments in life where you can be right in the right place at the right time. And I'm telling you, this is one of them. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us tonight. We appreciate your support in any way that you're participating with our company. We're going to turn on the video right now. Enjoy it and have a blessed evening. Take care.